welcome to my video on a few tips and tricks to improve your technique and your sight reading skills. So, I have a couple questions for you. Have you ever been performing in an ensemble or a rehearsal and nailing all of your favorite passages, just killing all the music, and then all of a sudden you get to a spot and the page seemingly turns black with 16th notes and random accidentals all over the place? Yeah, been there before. Or how about this? You joined a jam session one night or one day, wherever you're at school or wherever, and someone calls you to solo on a tune that you don't know any of the chord changes to, and you just get completely lost. You're just stuck. You don't even know where to begin. Yeah, I've been there too. The truth is, music education is an ongoing journey, like a lifelong process. And there are some steps that every musician has to take at some point along the way. Can you guess what that is? You guessed it. Learning your scales. And I already know what you're thinking. Most people think, yeah, I already know all of my major scales. I can play all of the major and the minors, fast, slow, whatever you want, from memory, anything, right? We got those people. We also have the others. I mean, scales are boring. What's the point of that? You know, we don't even play scales in songs. Like, why do we spend so much time on this? Yeah, I know, but there are so many benefits to learning scales, okay? Let's see. For instance, scales improve your technique, meaning your facility on your instrument, whether you're playing trumpet, saxophone, clarinet, you name it, right? Scales will improve your facility, your technique, right? It'll also improve your range. Let's see, what else will it do? Scales will also help you to improve your intonation, your pitch, and also it'll give you control over your instrument and learning how to play. They'll also give you a better understanding of the different notes that you can use within each key, right? Because every key has a different set of notes. Every scale has a different set of options that you can use. So learning to play your different scales will help you when learning how to play different tunes and different pieces that you may come across, okay? So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you it might not even be new, but it's just a different way to practice your scales that is going to help unlock and improve your technique, your sight reading skills, your different knowledges of different key centers. To achieve this, we're going to learn how to play different scales within scales. Now, if you're an advanced musician or an advanced student, you'll know this as what we call modes, okay? And modes are basically just the different scales that you can find within one key or within one scale. So you'll learn about all the different names of all the modes as you get further along in your music theory studies. But for today, we're just going to learn how to play this pretty much by ear, okay? Just to get you to not think about all the theory, but to get you to just learn the different technique, the different patterns that you can play within this scale. And it's going to unlock a whole lot more things for you. So let's get to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a scale or a key that you want to work on for that particular practice session. This might actually be longer than just one practice session. This might be for the entire week. However long it takes for you to really own this scale, that's what you're going to do, and then you're going to move on to the next one, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to start from the beginning of that scale, which is the 1, and you're going to go up to the 9th note of the scale and back down to the 1 and stop. Okay, so it'll sound like this: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, and then back down to the first do. Okay, so here's what it should sound like. We all know that. That's the one that we all know. We know how to do that in every key, most of us, right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to start on the 2nd note of that scale, and you're going to play the exact same pattern. However, you're going to play only the notes that are associated with your concert F scale. So in other words, you're not going to start on the 2nd note of your F scale and then play that new major scale. It's going to sound different. It's going to be what we call our minor scale, but that's something that, again, you'll learn that as you get further along in your music theory studies, okay? But here's what it sounds like. So if I stay in the key of F and I just start on the second note and play the same pattern, this is what I've got. Right? And then so the whole exercise is going to be this. You're going to play every note of your scale in the key of F, and you're going to build scales starting on each note of your concert F scale. Okay? And the pattern is going to stay the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back down to the first note that you started on. Okay? The entire exercise, or I'll just go up to maybe half of it. It'll sound like this. That. Eventually you'll start building up your speed and you'll play them quickly. So you'll play maybe or going, and you'll just start doing that, okay? Another way to do this is after you really get comfortable with the finger patterns for every one of those scales, what you want to try to do is you want to connect them together, okay? So the way that will work is you'll start on the 1, right? You'll go all the way up to the 9, and then on the way back down is going to look a little bit different, okay? And this is how you do the connection, and this is for more advanced students or after you really grasp the first part of this exercise, okay, which is where you stop at the bottom and then restart again. Here's how it goes. To connect the scales without stopping, here's what you're going to have to do. You'll have to follow a slightly different pattern on the way down, okay? So first I'll give you those numbers so that it'll be easier for you to follow. You're going to play from the root. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now here's where it's different. On the way back down, you're going to do something at the very end, okay? So you're going to go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, and then guess what? You're going to start on the next note to build your scale, which is the 2. So that's why we skip it on the way down, because that 2 is going to now become your 1. So I'll give that pattern to you one more time if you want to write this down. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, which is your second note and your new note for the new scale, okay? And you're going to follow that same pattern starting on the 2. Here's what it sounds like. That same exact pattern until you finish the scale. It'll sound something like this. And then you're going to continue, all right? Again, like with everything else, you work on it slow and then you work on your speed. After you do this, I guarantee you're going to be able to play all over your saxophone or your trumpet or your clarinet a lot smoother, a lot more efficiently, and also you'll be able to start on any point in your scale and pivot to different places, be able to create new melodies. Or if you're sight reading music, you won't get tripped up as much because you'll be used to switching and knowing the notes that are possible within the key of that song. All right? Especially if we stick within the same key and we're not switching tonal centers, we're not going there. For now, we got to start with the basics, and we have to make sure that you know exactly what key you're in and how to play in that key. All right? Good luck.